Basically, there's a set of schedules propagated by the the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency. Okay, and particularly with Schedule 1 being a substance that creates the most dependence and of really no medical value or very limited medical value, and then obviously dropping back down to the bottom of the scale being Schedule 6. Most commonly, Schedule 6 narcotics would be marijuana, THC, cannabis, whatever that you want to refer to it as. In the case of anabolic steroids, they're basically a derivative. They do have some medical uses, and they are certainly used to treat a variety of ailments that we as human beings have. However, they are subject to abuse, particularly as what we've heard the term performance enhancing drug. In the anabolic steroid market, individuals are using that, say, for weightlifting, to enhance muscle growth, and particularly a lot of times where when an individual works out, it's not so much the muscle growth, it's the actual, if you will, recovery time, i.e., how long until they're able to go back hard again, because we as humans, we have biological limits allowing us to only go so far. So we've seen it in our major sports figures and athletes, and obviously that's why we have Olympic drug testing, and we have drug testing at all levels of competition in order to basically ensure that someone is actually, if you will, biologically a normal individual as much as we can be normal anymore. We deal with anabolic steroids on a pretty regular basis. I mean, we see Schedule 3 narcotics as far as at various levels being dealt with. I mean, you see them in almost every, when I say gym, I'm referring to workout facilities and everything of that nature, and it's kind of one of those situations where to a certain extent folks may want to turn a blind eye, but you can't turn a blind eye to a reality. A 160-pound man suddenly doesn't become, in 6 months of hard working out, a 220-pound hulking beast. Unfortunately, we've become so consumed with human vanity as far as appearance and things of that nature that we're willing to achieve goals without necessarily putting the work in to get there. And a lot of folks see this as a shortcut, a method to, or a means to an end. When you look at the side effects associated with it, infertility, shrinking of the testes, other issues associated with it, obviously you got to sort of get down to a risk reward. I mean, we're a country of laws, i.e. we regulate conduct that we see as destructive to our country and our culture as a whole. I have got cases that I am dealing with right now involving so-called roid rage, the ability to no longer regulate emotions, which we've had psychological professionals examine individuals, and that is directly related to the alteration of their body chemical by their long-term use of steroids.